Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1535. I was just about to sneeze. That's why you didn't see me for a second there. And then my body decided it couldn't sneeze under all that pressure, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, so today we are on Sunday. Our Sunday series is Jen Du Plessis's book launch, How to Take Your Business to New Heights. America's Mortgage Mentor, forward by Michael J. Mayer. The 7 Levels of Communication, #1 Amazon.com bestseller. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I just woke up. So we are on page 6. And I'm not sure I can read right now. I need a drink of water, actually. So my daily morsels of a thought are to borrow other people's wisdom and give you morsels of a thought that include the right things to do, preferably the right things to do for you, of course, and the right things to do that will bring virtue into the world. Uh, Knowing the right thing to do is called wisdom, and doing it is called virtue. Sorry, I'm making myself so comfortable off the screen today. I don't know what the reason is. I suppose it's the allergies. Um, my eyes have been leaking nonstop, and I'm just not sure how I'm going to get them to stop unless I take some kind of an antihistamine or something. Which, oh, I forgot okay. So, we bring more virtue in the world by knowing the right thing to do. Knowing the right thing to do is called wisdom. Doing it is called virtue. And I'm going to scoot to my right so I can get into the middle of the screen a little bit better. Oh, goodness gracious. And I think I'm in the middle of the screen. Fueled by passion. Remember the learn, earn, and return stages mentioned earlier? Now, the author has been speaking from her life experience. She was once nicknamed very hurtfully by her uncles, and now she is no longer that same little kid. The return stage is a time that leads to rebirth and growth. It's a time for me to nurture the buds that will spring into something wonderful in the next season. My hope is to fire you with the same passion that I feel for life and for this business, and that one of those wonderful buds that bloom next season will be you. That's Jen Du Plessis speaking. She continues, my driving force has always been my faith in God. He made me, as ordinary as I am, to do extraordinary things while I'm here on earth. I love helping others realize their dreams and achieve success as if they were my own. I sincerely want your life to be as big as you can imagine. You don't have to compare yourself to anyone but the you of yesterday. We all have the same 24 hours in a day to work with, and it's how you spend those hours touching other people's lives while quietly improving yourself along the way that counts. Sure, I've had my burdens, lumps, and spiritual vine pruning, and I'm sure to have more in the future. You will too. But it's how you assess, respond, and move forward that will separate you from those who continue to allow the winds to carry them anywhere. Remember, when you fall, if you fall forward, you're still moving. It's when you stop and give up that life takes the reins away from you. These days, I'm blessed to not only be able to help people with their home buying goals, but I get to help others through my speaking, coaching, teaching, and consulting. I don't pursue a quality of life, I live a life of quality. My wish is to impart to you at least a few nuggets of my experience so that you too can look at life this way. You know, the great book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill isn't about money. It's about developing a rich life. Money does not define the core of who we are. If you truly want to develop a rich life for yourself and your family, no matter what business or professional endeavor you tackle, I encourage you to ignite your life starting today, right here and right now. Let your faith shine through. It's the driving force of your inspiration. Okay, I hope you didn't hear that. Well, maybe you did. Create a life and business plan that you can accomplish through systems to get more done than you've ever imagined. Work on your plan daily. Daily. Don't let anyone ever tell you what your life will be like. You are the driver. Lean in and make it happen. If I can do it, trust me, you can too. My father always said, there are two ways to go out of this world. You can either rust out or wear out. Choose to wear out. Be an active participant in a life filled with joy and giving. Live like someone left the gate open. Love everyone, whether they like it and respond favorably or not. Ask yourself every day, what more can I do to change or help someone else's life? Sometimes it's as easy and simple as a phone call to say hello and bring a smile to someone's day. Live a life of quality and you will be truly blessed. Move mountains. My hope for all of you is that you awaken the spark inside you so you can move mountains and make your life grand. I forgot who said something about babies' fingers can move mountains. 10 principles to reach new heights. This is chapter 1, part 3. An anonymous quote. The big idea. Do the right things and do them consistently. You will catapult your practice to new heights. Principles live on, well, beyond wealth, things, and fame. Oh, principles live on. That's it. Principles live on, well beyond wealth, things, and fame. Principles live on. Interesting. Okay, let's see if this will get my eye to stop. I'm scratching my eye. Ah, scratching, scratching. You can reach heights in your mortgage practice that so far you've only imagined. Even your wildest dreams are attainable. My career is proof of that. But let's be honest, reaching those heights doesn't just sort of happen. However, it's also not the impossible climb you might think. Your ascent starts with a simple axiom. Do the right things, do them consistently, and do them relentlessly. If you follow that, you'll be rewarded. The one thing that drives me mad is when people talk about success, talk, quote unquote, about success, plans, sales, and making money, but they never actually do it. So please, please stop talking. Take action. There are only a few principles you will need to follow to build an incredible future in this business. Every day, follow these 10 basic principles to foster a successful, satisfying, and long-term career. Number 1, have a burning passion. You absolutely must have a passion if you want to reach new heights of this business. That's what's really going to drive you to your success and legacy. People can hear that passion or lack of it in your voice and can see it in your eyes. Of course, it will take focused dedication and hard work on your part, but when infused with passion, it will become much easier to reach your goals. To stretch for the heights, you'll have to do some things you aren't necessarily comfortable with doing right now. Perhaps you're not comfortable making 10 phone calls every day to partners and clients, or perhaps you're not comfortable with going to networking events to meet new partners. I encourage you to persist at those things until you become comfortable with doing them. Once you're over that hump, your passion can shine through. Hold on 1 second while I remove this thing so I don't wrinkle it to pieces. Here we go. All right. Tackle life with drive is number 2. I don't want you to be the person who ends up saying, I should have done this, I should have done more, I should have tried harder, I should have given more. Rather, I want you to have the confidence to believe in yourself. I want you to be the person who says, I did all I ever wanted to do and more. I accomplished all I wanted to accomplish. I pushed myself to my full potential and achieved all of my goals. Otherwise, one day you may wake up and there may not be any more time for you to do all that you want to do. Don't let time take your dreams away. Okay. At number 2, I'm going to pause for a second and say what I did yesterday. Yesterday is a Saturday. Yesterday was Saturday. And yet I decided I was going to do some things that I really wanted to do to advance my business. And so I did 2 things. I wrote them down on the calendar and I actually did them. And then once I did them, I was dead tired. And I didn't say to myself, as I said usually, oh gosh, I need to do something more. I didn't say that. I said, hey, I did the 2 things that are on the calendar, and those were 2 very big looking things when I put them down. So, F it. And I took a nap. But you don't always get to do that because you're not always finished with everything you put on your calendar, which that you decided was realistic to do at that time on that day in those minutes. So I did. Number 3, make a plan, develop goals. You must have a vision and goals for your practice, or else it's just like looking through a muddy windshield. You can't really see where you're headed. Having a clear vision will help catapult you to success. I used to work for a company called Catapult. Don't try to develop the perfect plan. If you wait until everything in the plan is perfect, most likely you'll never implement it. Focus on job 1. Number 4. To reach new heights, you must focus on the people, time, and activities that will advance your practice. First and foremost, focus on lead generation. Nothing else is important without enough business to help you reach your goals. Stop being distracted by shiny objects, quote unquote, and the latest thing, quote unquote. Every day is a race to bring in more business, so make sure you're in the race and not just standing at the starting line. Here are some tips that I've found to keep you at the head of the race. Initiate contact with partners and clients via phone. Make a commitment to get on the phone every day, day after day, and call the people who will help you attract more business. Phone calls create momentum and keep the momentum going. You know, I took a real estate course once where the instructor, can't remember his name right now, he said that you want to make calls and you want to hear no, and you want to hear no like you make calluses on your feet that on shoes that fit in that rub the wrong way. And he also said you want to make calls to everybody you know, because you never know which person can buy a house. Develop strong relationships. This is what Jen Plessis is saying here. Develop strong relationships by meeting with people one-to-one and face-to-face. There is no substitute for this personal meeting. Not email, not social media, not mingling at an event. Forge strong, mutually beneficial referral partnerships. Especially when you're starting out, this is where most of your business will come from. These partnerships will pay off handsomely over the long term. Create, maintain, and leverage a robust contact community, a contact database. When carefully constructed and maintained, this database will eventually become the heart of your practice. Show appreciation for anything and everything. Yeah. This means writing and sending a thank you note in appreciation for any meeting, any phone conversation, any referral, any favor. Thank you notes can be backed up and followed by emails and personal videos. Use your imagination when showing your appreciation and be authentic and thoughtful in your gift giving and value added propositions. If you focus on these essentials, your success is all but guaranteed. You'll continually get fresh leads and tons of referrals and constantly grow your network and community. Number 5, take action. The name of the game is action. A plan with no action behind it keeps you at the starting line. The more calls, meetings, and contacts you make, the bigger your chances for success. So do what you need to do to keep yourself top of mind with all your connections. Remember that sales is a contact sport. Ooh. Like basketball is a contact sport. You're not supposed to touch each other, but you do. You know, I saw some people playing basketball that were from Taiwan, and the way they played was really differently than the way Americans play. I've watched basketball games, and the ones that are in Taiwan, they're literally rubbing each other all the time. They're turning, rubbing, they're doing pirouettes around each other constantly. There's constant contact there, and it's almost like the rules are different. But I guess you'd foul if you played with a referee watching that had the real rules in mind. But wow, take action consistently. I was just thinking of a metaphor. It's an analogy to life. There are ways people do things that are different. That are different. Anyway, remember that sales is a contact sport. Back to gender Plessis. Take action consistently and with discipline. Whatever works for you will work if you do it consistently. There is no magic bullet that replaces consistent action. If something works, do it again and again. The key is to never confuse activities with results. It's important to know exactly what works for you, or it's like eating soup with a fork. Create checklists and have a defined process for everything. And by everything, I mean everything. This will double, triple, quadruple your productivity. Take action intelligently. By that, I mean before you take any action or commit to any action, ask yourself these 3 questions. Am I excellent at doing this? Do I absolutely love to do this? Does it make money sense for me to do this? If you answer no to 2 out of these 3 questions, don't do it. Only take action on or do the things that you're absolutely excellent at. If you aren't excellent at something you should be doing to bring in business, find a way to become excellent. Hire out, staff up, and delegate everything else. Only do what you absolutely love to do and only do what makes money sense. Find ways to separate yourself from other lenders and come up with fresh ideas to generate business. Do you need a new elevator speech? Try Rock Stars in the Elevator by Jim Beach on YouTube. I don't have my highlighters here. I just have some markers. Be a professional. Number 6. Be a professional. Conduct yourself and project yourself as a professional, not a run-of-the-mill commodity. Conduct your business with integrity because people love to work with people they trust, and it will show that you care about your image, your brand, and your industry. Be authentic. Learn who people are, not just what they do. Make sure that you always act ethically. It's very important for you to have strong ethics and to know what lines never to cross, and to be aware when others might be crossing those lines. This is how you make a living. Don't do anything to affect that. Take your fiduciary responsibilities seriously As you guide your clients through the loan and purchase process, their interests and their financial future should always be paramount in your mind. Direct clients properly and prudently to meet their financial goals, being careful never to focus on how the results will affect your income. Number 7, build a team so you can excel. At each stage of your journey to the heights, you're going to have to let go in order to go higher. It might be scary. Yeah. It might be scary or uncomfortable to hire an assistant and turn over to them some of the things you do, but it's a necessary step because you will reach a point in your business when you can't do everything by yourself. Without that additional help, you'll hit a brick wall, burn out, and give up on your practice. Don't look at an assistant or even a team of several people as a cost. Having a team behind you gives you the opportunity to soar, while your assistant or team focuses on non-lead generating activities. You'll have the time to bring in more leads, more business, and more revenue. Delegating tasks to an assistant or team is a money maker for you if you use the time to bring in more business. Interesting. Be a life learner is number 8, which we will focus on next time. You should always keep educating yourself. Over the past decade, we've gone through some incredible turmoil and change in this industry. The profession has become much more demanding and complex, and it's becoming more and more prevalent that people in the industry need to be more educated and to elevate their professionalism. Higher education is going to be necessary to be licensed and recognized as a professional. Learn from everyone in the industry, both from those who have been in the industry for a long time and those new to the industry with fresh new ideas. Okay, so we're right in the middle of number 8 in Be a Life Learner. Hu Yin Yang, go get it. Oh, this is so cool. This is the autograph she gave me. Just want to say I hope I've entertained you a little bit today. We want to make sure that we entertain you a little, inspire you to have a great day, knowing what you want to do and knowing that what you do or want to do is the right thing to do. That's what wisdom is, and that's what brings virtue into the world. So, morsels of a thought, number 1535. Number 1,535 consecutive days. I did it even more than that. I did it even more than one time a day for a short time in the beginning, but they all evened out because I was calling them A's, B's, C's, and D's, and E's. I still remember the one day I went on about 7 times. Oh my God, why? I don't know. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Old Kinderhook.